You know how you harmonize them? No, you don't. You don't know how to harmonize them.
Hi, John. My name is Gary.
Hi,
and
Gary.
I wanted your opinion on a specific doctrine that you hear both teachings. You hear, quote, as humans, we like to kind of put things in categories. So the free will doctrine versus the election doctrine as far as salvation is concerned. And I wanted your thoughts on that.
Everybody in this room believes in predestination if they believe the Bible. Right? How many of you believe the Bible? Believe the Bible? It's good. God help the rest of you. You're either slow or heretics. I don't know. All right, everybody believes the Bible, right? Then you believe in predestination. You say, no, I'm raised a Methodist. I don't care what you were raised. You believe in predestination if you believe the Bible, because in Ephesians 1 it says He predestinated us before the foundation of the world. It says in Revelation, He has written our names in the Lamb's Book of Life from before the foundation of the world. It uses the word predestination. Everyone believes in that who believes the Bible. God predetermined who would be saved before they were ever born. That's in the Bible. You believe it. So just accept that you believe it. Now, wasn't that easy? Absolutely painless. You believe that. The Bible also says, whosoever will may come. Him that cometh unto me, I will in no wise cast out. You believe that? Okay, so you believe that too. So you believe in man's volition. Free will is not a biblical term because man's will isn't really free. It's bound by sin. But you believe that when you became a Christian, did you say to yourself, oh, I'm elect. I think I'll get saved. No, you made a decision, didn't you? You made a choice. So the Bible teaches God's predestinating plan, God's electing plan. I mean, it says that over and over. Elect according to the foreknowledge of God. Elect in Him. You know, I have many people in that city, He said, you know, in the book of Acts, who weren't even saved yet, but they were already considered His people because they were elect. So you believe all of that. Then you believe in man's choice as well. So you believe both of those things. The problem is not whether you believe those. The problem is how you harmonize them, right? You know how you harmonize them? You don't know how to harmonize them. Because there is no way to harmonize it. And the way that I like to illustrate it is this. Is Jesus God or man? Speak. Both. You can't. Is He all man? 100% man. 100% God. How can He be 200%? It's a paradox. Who wrote Romans? Paul wrote Romans? God wrote Romans. They alternated verses. Who wrote Romans? Was it Paul's words from his vocabulary and his heart? Was every word inspired by the Spirit of God? How could every single word come out of the mind of God and yet Paul feel that every single word came out of his own heart? You know what's going to happen if you try to synthesize those things? Okay, you know what happened in the early church councils? They got so confused, they said, okay, He's half God, half man. And you know what you have when you have half God, half man? Nothing. What's half a man? What's half a God? A nothing. So they came up with heresy. So on the one hand, they said He's all deity, and the idea that He was a physical being is just a phantom, and they came up with a phantom view. And the others said, no, He was all man and He's not deity at all. See, and because they tried to resolve it, they came up with heresy every time. They either said He's all God and not man, or all man and not God, or half and half, and that's a nothing. So you have to leave the paradox. Now when you come to the writing of the Bible, some say, well, it can't be all Paul and all the Holy Spirit, so Paul just wrote what the Holy Spirit told him, and it's all really the Holy Spirit. Is that true? You've just eliminated the Pauline authorship. But on the other hand, if you say it's all Paul, like the liberals do, and none of the Holy Spirit, you've eliminated God. You just have to handle both and leave them in a paradox. Now, when it comes down to the whole area of sovereignty and will, you got to leave them where they are. And as soon as you try to resolve them, you get all of the Calvinists who run over to this end of the seesaw and start screaming, sovereignty, sovereignty! And down goes the scale, right? And they got God doing everything. One guy came to me one day and said, God even makes you sin. See, that's the ultimate. And then on the other hand, you've got the Arminians who say, no, 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 it's all us, it's all us, it's all us. And if it's all us, folks, we are really in trouble. Why don't you leave it alone? So the best way to solve that problem is to believe both and let God resolve it. Now, if you could resolve all of those problems, you'd be God. And then there would be other problems we'd have to deal with.